Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome back to Spartan 93 Gaming. I'm your host, Spartan 93, aka Firefox 5150, aka Lucas, and we are back on the build table with the Great Sabre build. Just to let you know, we've got our audio from White Bat Audio here by Karl Casey, playing in the background. So we hope you enjoy the lovely cyberpunk tunes of White Bat Audio. So this build is we're looking like we're going to be wrapping up the body here and moving on to the legs. I also did receive something of a gift from someone. I received this shield liger from someone I had been talking to. And I was really intrigued because I have a shield liger that's kind of getting to retirement age. I'm a little curious though, because this is not a Kotobuki. This is a Black Knight. And I've been hearing hearsay and things about Black Knight, and I am going to talk to my buddy Archie if that is going to be worth a build or if it should just be for parts. And if I do use it for parts, I might do a breakdown and replacement thing up with my shield liger to bring it up to spec, and also refurbish it and stuff like that. Also, as a side note, I have been working on my wife's Firefox. I never panel line this, I never detail it, but you can see the panel lining is going well. We still have a few things with the legs and the gun and all that other stuff to take care of, but we're getting there. So that's a Firefox, not to be confused with the Shadowfox, both though they are the same Zoid type. This is a different variant. But anyway, we're rambling, and I've only got so much time. So get back on the build. Tuesday we'll be back in Subnautica, continuing our survival run from the crash of the Aurora. Then next Thursday it'll either be GTA or Subnautica 2. Clay's really enjoying Subnautica 2, so we're loving it. It's fun. We were about to build a small submarine, but then we ran out of time because we needed more stuff. So yeah, it's nuts. Anyway, yeah, and then next Saturday still working on this, so loving it. We're at 166 followers, 4 away from our 170 follower goal, so hope you guys will help us out there, get us to that by the end of the year, hopefully. Don't forget to join our Discord, Spartan 93 Gaming at Discord. Come talk to us, ask us questions, hang out with the community, suggest games, join us for games, all that kind of stuff. We'd really like to have you. And then, wow, 5 minutes went by fast. Then, don't forget to go like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell over at our YouTube, Spartan923 at YouTube. Again, we'd like to, all of our videos since day one are there. And if you come here for these models, everything from the Gojulus onward is on there as well in its own playlist. So, greatly appreciate that as well. And if you really want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because subscribing not only gets rid of those pesky ads, but it helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits, and diapers for little baby Bray. So, we greatly appreciate that as well. And with that, I really have nothing else to say, so we're going to get the camera tilted, the other camera on, and we're going to get back to the build here, okay? All right, let's do it. Build cam, build cam. There's the head, parts of the body. go, sweetheart. Back down there. Oh, I forgot to grab some Q-tips. I will be right back. Just enjoy the music, folks. Oh, almost took out my headset. Oh, almost took that out too. Okay, I'm back. All right, there we go. Q-tips. Okay. I've been looking forward to getting back into this build. Everything wants to look so rough. There. Woo. Ruta, zoota, zoot. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to talk to Archie as I can. But I don't want to bug him because he is also streaming right now. So we aren't going to bother him too much. Oof. All right. Let me get my headset on. Good. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm sorry. Hey, nice to see you. I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better soon. It's nice to see you, though. And for those asking, the little guy's not going to be on tonight. He is at a festival tonight with his grandparents, uh, who wanted to give us the night to just relax and stuff like that. So he's having a good time. We got a picture of him smiling and having fun. So all is good. Oh gosh, migraines don't even get me started, girl. I hate them. They run in my family. I just know how many times and how miserable they make people. They are terrible. I mean, believe they have something to do with like have something to do with your lower back. I believe, or at least that's what I've heard, is that they say that they can be released via a point in your lower back. But I don't take too much of that to heart because just how miserable I've seen people with them. Woo. see. So has the Great Saber been in media? From what it's showing me, the Great Saber was in media, but it was the Guardian Sabers from Chaotic Century. The gold, I think there were 2 gold and a silver one. From the 3 old guard, so to speak. Which those ones are actually cool. I wish they made those ones, but I bet you I'd need to learn how to decal. Let's see, as far as what I am listening to tonight, tonight we have Atmospheric Chill Synthwave playlist, Sleep City by White Bat Audio is what we're listening to tonight. While I also have the Babushka episode of Valkyrie and Corpse playing Among Us. So. Featuring Jacksepticeye, Toast, all those guys. One of the funnier moments from 2020 when we were all trapped inside and had to all get used to Among Us videos. I also probably binge watched The Thing 5 times. Not more than 5 times. Definitely, because I tell you, great thing to watch when you're trapped inside, I tell you. Especially trapped inside with a communicable disease, is watch The Thing for several times over and over again and just see how badly the room turns on you. Alright. Don't worry, I've got water this time. Let's see, is Archie still playing? I really want to get this question to him, but I don't want to interrupt his stream. He's playing Zoids Assault. Man, I wish I still had Zoids Assault. Okay. Okay, so Sabre Fangs or Ligers? What's the deal? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm usually gonna side with the Ligers because the Ligers were made in response to the Sabre Fangs or the Fang Tigers, and so and then even though the Great Saber was made to counter the Ligers still kind of ran the war, so to speak. And the Tiger pretty much was phased out for Genosaurs and Spinozappas and all that stuff. Okay. So we need DPQ. PQ. And we need D. Yep, it's D. E. Okay. Oh, and we need L. L12, L13, L17. Okie dokie, got it. Oh, Clay doesn't usually get on this early for these. If he ever does, he also might be with his husband today. So it's very possible he could be working as well. I usually don't see him on build nights. Not everyone shares my hobby. Only a few people do, and very rare does anyone with the interest show up. So, but I'm glad you're here. For what amount of time you'll be here? I know he was talking to me. You don't have to, hon. You don't have to. Oh, goodness. I do know Clay was pretty adamant. I think he is at work, actually, because he was complaining to me about how all of the pumpkin-themed stuff is selling out at where he works. Big reveal, it's somewhere of retail because they have Halloween stuff out in August. So, but I hot take here that'll probably get me in trouble. I really do not understand the whole pumpkin spice craze. I've never been a fan of pumpkin pie or anything like that. I don't mind carving pumpkins, but I'm just not really a fan of pumpkin in general. So I do not get it, so to speak. So people going crazy for pumpkin flavored stuff, I'm like, are you really? And I always go, I'm like, are you actually a fan of pumpkin, or do you just like the rendered powder that is pumpkin spice? Because they aren't the exact same thing. Okay. Okay. Pumpkin seeds are good. But the whole pumpkin spice craze is what I don't get. How quickly it hit and how popular it got is what confuses me. And I'm like, that makes zero sense for something to just kind of appear out of nowhere and then is now seems like it's been ingrained in society to where you think that it's been happening for millennium, which I don't even think the pumpkin spice craze is over 10 years old. I don't think the pumpkin spice craze is more than 10 years. If it's more than 10 years old, I'll be surprised. But time goes by faster when you're older, so maybe. Let's see, I graduated in 06, and pumpkin spice was starting to hit when I was in college. Maybe. You know, I'd ask you to look up when the pumpkin spice craze started, but I don't want to bother your headaches. I'll just try to find this time here to do a quick type. Here we go. Here we go. Da, da, da. No, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. Oh my god. 2003? Oh, it's over 20 years old? God, time's going too fast. Time is going too fast. No. World needs to put the brakes on. I don't even remember pumpkin spice lattes being a thing in high school. No one ever talked about them. It must be a like 25 to 30-year-old thing. Then when you get to that age and it's like, oh, this is more for a mature kind of person. And then all the people who love Starbucks and stuff brainwashed all their kids into liking it, and now it's like, I need my pumpkin spice latte or I cannot function. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel so old now. Ugh. Ugh. I need a drink of water. Oh, FYI, guys, we turn off the sound alerts on Saturday because I'm working with sharp tools, and if something loud comes through the speaker, I could hurt myself. So, for anyone who's been asking about why are the sound alerts off on Saturday, it's because of that. Ugh, I don't even in general drink coffee. It just doesn't taste right. Even though my doctor says I should drink coffee because it'd be better for my liver. But I have to drink it black. I couldn't have a white with sugar or anything. I'd have to drink black coffee. Uh, which, if it's for my health, I might start doing it, but I really don't want the jitters from it, so I might have to drink like decaf coffee or something. If I was to do it for my health. So because my doctor shows concern about my I had a bit of a run with fatty liver disease a while back. I got out of it, but I was able to like start exercising, changed up my diet a bit, and I was no longer a concern of it. And then now my doctor, like with me having with us having Bray and all that, he's concerned that with everything I could relapse back into it. So he like showed me like several things to look into, all that. One of them was drinking black coffee. And I was like, I really don't like coffee. He's like, do you like living? I'm like, okay, that's a fair argument. So, I mean, there's a chance, maybe, but I really don't like the taste of coffee. It also means a new kitchen utensil I need to learn how to use. And we're about to have an ad in about 50 seconds, so heads up to all y'all. No, see, it's something in coffee that helps your liver. So it's not a matter of finding an alternative. It's the actual things that coffee does to your liver that help you out. So it's kind of non-negotiable at that point. The other instances, thank you, and I'll Google it. Oh no 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 no. Oh no. My health is being addressed on the stream. That's great. I've actually lost a good amount of weight recently, so I'm at least doing well. It's mostly just I'm of the generation where I don't really have the best eating habits. I don't have a whole lot of like vegetables in my diet, and everything that I thought was vegetables is actually a starch. So okay, welcome back from the break. Ooh, empty frame. Yay! Oh, other empty frame. Yay! Okay. So it needs to be caffeinated too. That's really pushing a good argument for me to drink coffee. Mm, but to make it tolerable, you have to add so much sugar and shit, and that's terrible for your liver. Just don't overdo it. I mean, it's not that I despise coffee. Number one, I think there's two reasons that I never got into coffee. Number one, I must have had a lot of bad coffee whenever I asked to try coffee. And number two, I never got into the Starbucks craze, and all of the smug girls that went to my high school talk about, oh yeah, we'll go to Starbucks. We're gonna go hang out all like that, blah, 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 and hang out to talk about Jesse's mom and all this other stuff. Just, oh, I hated that demographic so much because number one, I just did not like toxic people, and it always made me feel ugh. But that was always the thing, is that there were always girls who went to Starbucks, drank coffee, and blah 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 blah. And I would just die without my mocha frappe latte. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? And then I'd see kids getting coffee. Kids. I don't mean I don't mean like 15, 13-year-old people. I mean 10 or less, like 7, 5-year-olds. Okay, I can do milk. I can do milk. I love milk. Milk's good. I do not drink coffee at all. Oh wait, was that a copy from like an AI? I think the only thing I drink right now to like keep me going is V8 energy, green tea energies, and aminos. Those are probably the only things I do. Uh, I don't like drink a ton of them. I drink like one of each a day, one to kind of pep me up. And oh, it was Google. Okay, so Google's. I could tell you about how to do this right. So gonna say I didn't hire Google as an assistant. I hired Clover as an assistant. Technically, I didn't hire Clover. Clover hired herself, and we're much better for it. I think me and Clover meeting is the epitome. I think how you could probably define how Clover and I met is that meme of "You're my friend now. We're gonna have soft tacos later." I that is that is probably like the first thing that comes to my mind when anyone asks me. So, what was it like when you and Clover met? Like that. Yeah, you did tell me coffee's not your friend. Alternatives to coffee. Alternatives to coffee with the same aspect. Oh, matcha. Oh, matcha. Black or oolong tea. I can do those. I can do those. Black or oolong tea. I can do those. Uh, does it give like a regiment? Like, is it like once a day or? Okay, okay. I might start with the oolong and black tea. That might be something because I love tea. Tea is something I do a lot for my nerves and stress. So I drink jasmine tea for my nerves. Uh, okay. Well, I'm not pregnant, so okay, okay. Uh, I should be able to manage oolong tea. No, no, no. Unless that's Google again. No, no, you're fine. I wonder if it wants me to like do that like a cup a day or like several like certain amounts per week or something like that. I'm trying to figure out like a good regiment so I can start working it into my because having ADD and all that, it kind of gets hard to like schedule and work things into my schedule. So I have to like start working on it tomorrow. What? No, no, wait, no, that oh, I don't like that face. I don't like that face. That face means I said something stupid. No, 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 no. What I do wrong? What I do wrong? The line eyes and the boop nose is usually a sign that I said something wrong. What I do? 2 to 3 cups a day. Whoa. Okay. And okay, that I could do. Okay, I could do that. Okay. Sorry, I know that was asking a lot. Didn't mean to. I didn't mean to get the face.
I don't need the. I know how to make tea. I just wanted a regiment. That's all. Oh God. Oh no, I feel so terrible. Oh. I'm so sorry. I did not mean for you to have to go dig up that much stuff. I feel like a complete asshole of a boss now. Jeez, I feel like J. Jonah James. Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Oh, I know the temperatures and everything like that. I feel like an ass now. Yeah, so recently, Rio's been trying to get me to sing more, um, which publicly, like in real life, that's not really a problem. It's more I can't really do it on stream because of licensing and royalty issues, all that stuff. Uh, I did look up like licensing and all the other stuff. Sometimes it's really easy. It depends on popularity of the song, usually. But other times it's like, no, 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 don't go. Oh no, 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 no. I didn't. Oh, that was supposed to be a joke. Oh God. I did not mean for you to go looking for Spider-Man. Oh, jeez. I feel terrible. Okay. I still feel pretty jackassy from earlier. Okay, so oolong or black tea. Alright. Definitely something to look into. Because I have groceries tomorrow, so I might get myself some oolong tea. Yeah, I know that. But also, you're not feeling well. And I hate asking things of people that aren't feeling well. So I think I have a right to be concerned. You know, I think I'm gonna make a liar out of myself. Leg time I put for the title of this, and it is absolutely. I don't think we're gonna be hitting legs here unless I can get to the legs in 57 minutes. Ah, dang it. Dang it. Keep them. Keep it as leg time, and when you come back from break, bam, legs. But then I have to make a new title for the new video, so it doesn't really make sense. Okay, what's your question? Ask away. Don't take me outside in the heat. Don't take me outside in the heat. I don't want to go out there. I was already out there this morning. I don't want to go back. No, I actually never really got into Magic the Gathering. I have friends who are into it. I have one friend who it says he vehemently hates one card, and it's called Blue Scuttlers. He hates Blue Scuttlers. I do not know what that means, but he hates Blue Scuttlers with a passion. And yeah. I will say the only thing that I was almost like a professional in. Oh, I play D&D. Oh yes, the only thing I was like off-brand nichey kind of thing that I did. I like I was like an underground Beyblade fighter. I had like a custom. I not custom. I had a left-handed spinning Beyblade that I actually competed with, kind of illegally. I say illegally, but it's more like underground. Like we weren't like any part of like a rules-based group or anything like that. So yes, but D&D, yes, I play D&D. I DM D&D. I love D&D. D&D is fun. And all depends on my availability. I might be able to. And for the record, folks, if you have not seen Honor Amongst Thieves, the D&D movie, you are missing out on some comedy gold. That is exactly what D&D is. Everyone's expecting this like Lord of the Rings. Everyone's expecting this Lord of the Rings experience. You have my axe and my bow and my sword and all this, and it turns out like being Monty Python. It's exactly what it is. So I killed a man with a shovel because I wanted to be funny and I didn't really want to kill the guy. So the DM punished me when I rolled a natural 20. I'm like, oh, natural 20, so my prank works. He's like, oh, it works all right. I'm like, what? He's like, it works all right. You kill him. I'm like, what? He's like, just want you to know, D20s are not always good things. Like, you are kidding me. And then we also learned that with another guy who was kind of a bit of a weirdo. He kicked the gate and rolled a natural 20 on it. He kicked the gate so hard it came back and killed him. But also the guy was a bit of a creeper. So we were kind of teaching him that he was not welcome because he was trying to hit on a younger person. No, you don't. I'm sure if you join a group, you will find people who would say, here, have some dice. You don't really need like super expensive dice or anything either. You just need to make sure you have a D20, D4, D10, a few D6s. If I ever bring up dice, Rio goes nuts. She's like, dice, 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 dice. She is a dice dragon. Yeah, Rio is a dice dragon. She sees, ooh, pretty click-clack math rocks.
Clickety-clackety math rocks.
Bumped my music. Sorry about that. Water is good. Oh no. She loves click clack dice rocks and anything that shows off asexuality flags. So, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. I must see. I must see. Spider-Man! Oh, from Amazon, Canada. Yeah, I know. Why are you sending them to me, girl? All right, we got another ad coming up in about 50 seconds, so heads up. All right, guys, welcome back from the break. All right, all right, all right. All right, message sent. We'll see if she sees it. Oh, geez, drink again. Okay. Oh boy. Just try not to overwhelm her with too much. Sometimes when she's back from work, she lovely. Very lovely. I saw. They're very nice. I mean, I'm streaming. I can only look for so long. I can't just go gawking on everything. They are very lovely. There's gotta be Dimmy out there somewhere. There we go. Can't put those on yet. Oh no. Went down a rabbit hole. That can't be good. Usually that results in ending up on a site with the first initials of BD. But anywho. Usually, whenever I hear someone's like, oh no, I went down the rabbit hole, it means that they were somewhere they shouldn't have been, or somewhere that they are not very skilled at being yet. And knowing some of the sites that I have found artwork on, it can go really bad really fast. Very true. There are dice dragons and there are dice goblins. Okay, I'll bite. Why are you a dice goblin? For the record, those who don't know. Oh, those are lovely. So, for the record, when it comes to, there is actually a difference between a dice goblin and a dice dragon. A dice goblin, well, first of all, let's start with what I absolutely know the most about. Dice dragons are very refined in what they pick. They see the ones they want and they go, oh yes, I will take this one and add it to my, they sometimes theme, or they go for a particular style, that kind. Dice goblins, I want every click clack dice rock out there. So. So, when it comes to Dice Dragons are able to walk away from level like, sadly, I could only get these ones, but I will save up for the other one. Or Dice Goblins will be like, I will buy all of them now and risk not having rent. That's the difference between Dice Goblins and Dice Dragons. At least you come by it honestly. One, two, three. Huffs? What the? Why the huffs? Don't huff at me. Please don't huff at me. I don't know what I did wrong. I get very scared with huffs. Then get off Amazon. Good. Yeah, Amazon does that to me too. I'll get stuck looking for Zoid models and stuff, and I will just spiral out. I'm like, there's so many. I could just empty the bank account now, buy all the ones I want, reserve the ones I want. I could do it all right now and ruin the future of my family, but I don't do that. I wonder if I should change it, since technically I am working on the butt at the moment. I should probably change the name of this episode to Booty 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 Booty. Yes, I will post pictures of the Firefox when the line work's done. Um, since we're close to the end here, maybe I could just start trailing off on a story. I recently reconnected with someone from my old job when I worked in Columbia. Columbia, a city in my state, not Columbia, Missouri, not Columbia, the country. But when I worked in Columbia at a, I'll say the name of it. I worked at a particular club that allowed people to buy things in gross. So do with that as you will. And by gross, that means by large amount. So and it's been kind of funny that when I worked there, we were doing fine until our manager ended up leaving, because I worked out in carts. And it was a bit of a rough job. I mean, people would almost run us over. Oh, you can't change the title now. I'll change it later. But when I worked at this club, this retail club, our manager ended up getting a bit too big for her britches, in my opinion. She had come up from Louisiana and seemed very friendly. Seemed like a nice person. Things kind of went a little weird because we were heading into winter, and our manager used to, like, during the start of fall, and it got cold fast up there. They would bring us out like hot chocolate and all this other stuff to keep us warm. And they would constantly, like, come out and check on us, make sure no one was hurt, make sure no one was hit by a car or anything like that. Our first manager was so nice. They always looked out for us. And this new lady showed up, and she was just so aloof to us. She wouldn't make us anything. When the summer came around, we'd be out there like, hey, could we get some water or something out here? And she'd be like, you could buy some. I'm like, are you serious? Like you either bring your own water or you purchase it. I'm like, okay, that's not usually how this goes. So a different manager was like, you can't do that to them. You need to do this. So she would just buy us a thing of like just a case of water and throw it out there. Wouldn't even give us a cooler. So we would be drinking like whatever the temperature was outside, water. So and she thought that was apparently the company thought that was enough too. So we'd be like, they used to like put it in a cooler, and she's like, don't be expecting any of that pampering stuff from me. I'm like, okay. So I found out a few things. This is probably why I got let go from the job. Well, first off, there was one guy who was trying to get me in trouble. Said that I threatened him, and she, while I was on my way out, said, hey, and I'm like, what? She's like, raise your pant leg. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I was told you carry a knife. And she was saying this loud enough for all the customers to do it. So what she was trying to do was to get me to yell at her so she could fire me. So I just said, okay, fine. And all of the customers are like going like, this is wrong. This is really wrong. That she shouldn't be doing this. And I lifted up my pant leg. I had nothing. I had nothing on me. So she, like, I'm like, who told you I carry a knife? And she's like, And so I ended up going into a meeting with another manager and her, and like, there are rumors that you're carrying around the knife and all this other stuff. And I'm like, if I ever have anything, I've had a like pocket knife on me because I use it to like like cut stuff off of the carts whenever we haul in carts because people tie stuff to them. But I don't keep it on me. I just use it and then I put it back. And that's like, well, see, he has a knife. It's like, but he's not carrying it with him, so he's not. Wouldn't have it on him to threaten people, and because someone said I threatened him with a knife, and I was like, I have no reason to threaten anybody, and she was so embarrassed by that she's like, you got fucking lucky. I'm like, why would you say I got fucking lucky? I'm like, seriously, what is wrong with you? And so I was like, I'm like, what is your deal? And so she would just constantly be on me about stuff and just doing things. And then there was one day that I was working in the back, and I saw her and another guy in the back doing things. Things that you don't do in public. And not out where people can see you. And it was not just like impassioned kissing. It was full on drop trowel, go to town. And I was like, well then, and I may have said that a bit loud because I saw her face glare up and look at me, and I walked away. I'm like, okay, you find your kicks where you can, I guess. And then I just kind of said of like, well, and I may have told one of my coworkers about it, but we were so low on the totem pole, we weren't going to do anything. I'm like, you know what? I might just hold that for later. Maybe an exit interview or something. Maybe. But, so then I got really, really sick from some meds because I had kidney stones. So I got really, really sick. And so I showed up to work after I was sick. I called in, and then one guy's like, well, you know, this doesn't look good. And I'm like, I'm sick. I have a doctor's note. He's like, well, it still doesn't look good that you're calling in. And I'm like, I'm sick. He's like, bring in your doctor's note. And I'm like, okay, great, fine. I brought in, and I saw that I wasn't on the schedule. And she's like, we'll talk about that later. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, so I'm already revving up everything. Okay, I know I got cut off by the ad. So what did you get? What was the last thing you guys heard? don't know where the ads cut me off, so. I heard, I don't remember and my brain hurts. Okay, sheesh. Was I at the part where I was talking about that I caught them doing something? No. Okay, so so after all this stuff, so they said that they, well, at first they were trying to get me by saying that I was carrying a knife and threatening people with a knife. So I wasn't. So that really put a dent in their attempt of trying to get rid of me. So, and I found it very interesting that somebody was being a little whiny bitch about something where there was one guy who transferred into automotive, and he was like acting real like smug and shit like that out in our bay, and I one time said to him, like, you better learn to watch how you talk to people, because sooner or later someone's gonna pop you right in the jaw. And I didn't do anything threatening to him or anything. I just said it. I'm like, look, you need to be careful, because you shoot that mouth off, you're gonna make a lot of enemies. Pretty much is what I was saying. And he apparently took that as, oh my gosh, this guy's threatening me, I better get him in trouble before he gets me in trouble, or people actually listen to him, or oh god. So yeah, so he was a little shit. He got his job and moved out, so I don't know why he thought he had to say anything about me, but yeah, so that was really stupid. Is it a threat? Is it a threat if I'm not saying, if it's a threat if I'm not saying that I'm going to do it? It was more of a, I mean, I didn't say it in a threatening tone. I just was, okay, well, then I guess I'm a threatening person. Okay, a warning's not a threat. When you're warning something, it's full. Okay. Here's how I see a definition of when you say a warning is usually something you say that would benefit the person. That would, in the long run, be a bit of advice that could benefit the person if they heed the warning. A threat is usually when it is someone who intends to harm. And I will say, when I said what I said, there was no intent of harm. Okay. So, before people think I'm a horrible person, the thing is that when you have something like ADD or something like ADHD or something like that, sometimes one of the things that comes with that is you are very logical or very blunt. Sometimes. Not everyone's like this, but I know that one of my aspects of it is I'm very blunt and I'm very honest when it comes to saying things to people. And I will say that if someone's doing something wrong and they kind of need to have a wake-up call, I don't hold back when I say something. Now, I never say that I am going to do anything to anyone. I never say that this is what is going to happen. I say everything from a point of view of, like, here's some information that you might want to listen to. And Like, so, and if you want to heed it, you can heed it. If you don't want to, then I have said my piece and you can go on your merry way. So that is why I deem that what I said was not a threat, because I never intended to do anything with what I said. It was more just saying, like, you should probably change how you behave, because sooner or later people aren't going to tolerate it anymore. It's like I could say that current establishments in reality right now are heading down a road to where if they keep ticking off the people themselves, the people will turn on them. That is not a threat. Well, it's only a threat if they're doing something wrong. If they feel they're doing something wrong, then most people think it's a threat because they're afraid they're going to get caught. Long and short of it, though. So, I was really sick because I had kidney stones. So, I ended up calling in, and one of the managers I called into, because I didn't trust the other lady, said, well, calling in like this looks bad. And I'm like, I have a doctor's note. I have all this stuff. It shouldn't be a problem. He's like, I'm just saying it looks bad. I'm like, okay, I'll bring in my doctor's note and everything else. So, he's like, all right. And he put in the thing and all that. And I came in the next day with my doctor's note, saw my name wasn't on the schedule anymore. I'm like, that's odd. And I said, hey, I saw I wasn't on the schedule. What's going on? And he's like, oh, we'll talk about that later. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, here's my doctor's note. She took it, turned it upside down, and put it on the desk. She's like, okay, go to work. I'm like, okay. And so I'm working, and people are saying, like, hey, you're not on the schedule. I'm like, yeah, something's going on. And, I tell you, the lady who was all about this, who's like, yeah, I'm good, like, we're going to talk about it later, had this smirk on her face the entire time. I'm like, okay. So she thinks she has the upper hand on something. I'm like, all right. So I get called in, and they're like, and she goes, well, why you're here? I'm like, because apparently you want to talk to me about something. She's like, you're being let go. Puts a pink slip on the table. I'm like, reason? And she's like, someone saw you driving by yesterday when you called off. They saw you in your van driving by. I'm like, okay. I was not. You know how many college students drive around in a Honda Odyssey? A lot. She's like, well, you also called in too many times. I'm like, okay, it says you cannot call in over a certain amount of times unless you have doctor's note. She's like, I didn't see that. I'm like, it's sitting right behind you. Like, I didn't see that doctor's note. I'm like, okay. She's from Louisiana. And I'm only mimicking the voice that I remember from her, and that is what her voice sounded like. So, yeah. But she's like, and she's like, just really just tearing into me. He's like, you have no respect for me. You have no respect for this company. And like, I have a lot of respect for this company. And she's like, see, it's that attitude right there. I can't even, and she walks away, and another guy who was a witness to this, because she was afraid I was going to do something. He was sitting in on it, because number one, I trusted him. And so she goes off, and I turn to him, and I go like, so, what's the real reason I'm being let go? She's like, he just looks at me. He's like, apparently you know something that she doesn't want you knowing. I'm like, and I looked at him and I'm like, oh, that she was getting boinked in the freezer section by the guy who drives the forklift? He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, she was taking it all the way in the frozen food section. And like, he's like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm dead serious. I'm like, he's like, can you prove it? I'm like, no, because that's the one area that doesn't have cameras. she's like, oh, so it's your word versus hers. I'm like, yeah, and she's a manager, so everyone's gonna believe her over me. He's like, are you sure you don't want to try to push that? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna try to push it. And so she went and she was going in. She went to go get security to walk me out, and I'm like, so do I need to? I told my friend, I'm like, do I need to sit here anymore or anything like that? He's like, I can come with you. Think like, okay, could you at least let me go help me say goodbye to a few people and grab my stuff before she kicks me out of here and I lose a lunchbox or something? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he takes me to the cafeteria, and all the nice ladies who do the free samples and everything, I told them all, I'm like, hey, I'm being let go, and all. She's like, oh, that's it's like, what'd you do? And I'm like, apparently I did something wrong, and they are justified in letting me go. And I went and said goodbye to whoever I needed to. I said goodbye to the guy who gave me his cell phone when my cell phone broke, because he was just happening to be upgrading his phone, so he gave me his. I said goodbye to the person in pharmacy who always looked out for me, and said goodbye to the cart crew and all that. Flipped off the guy in automotive, because his name was dropped as the person who saw me driving by on a day I called in sick. And then the manager came down with the security guard, or the guy who was on our security, and he immediately goes, whoa. You didn't tell me that this was who I'm taking out. And she's like, that shouldn't matter. Your job is to escort them off the premises. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. And I looked at him, and he's like, nah, there are very few people around here that have my utmost respect. This guy can walk himself out. And he's like, and she's like, are you going to? He's like, number one, I don't answer to you. And he said it loud enough for everyone to see him do it. And so she's just like huffing. It's like, get him out of here. And I'm like, ma'am, I am leaving. And I saw all these people, all these customers, saw me walk out in complete with the security completely defying management to walk me out. I walked out on my own. I had no one escort me, and I hit the parking lot, and there were some people that were like coming up and like, hey, if you need someone like for legal stuff, you come talk to this and this. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, you know what? It was a college job. It really isn't going to do anything. I'm not going to be staying here much longer, but I appreciate it. And I found out, like maybe a month later, she was fired because someone actually caught her boinking the forklift guy again at work. And so I'm like, I told you. And they're like, dude, I'm really sorry about that. It's just so bullshit. And I'm like, yeah, be glad I didn't sue you guys. It's like, yeah, you could have, actually. I'm like, yeah, I could have, but I didn't. I'm like, I don't think me being a millionaire at so much would have been good for me. So yeah, that's how I left. That's how I left a retail club for members, and how and it took like 3 people to replace me. It was so funny.
All right. So we've just hit the 2-hour mark. We are going to take a break. We're going to take a break here, and then we'll be moving on to the legs, because I'm working on the little paddy paws at the moment. So I'm going to change the title on this when I post it. So yeah. Babs, why move Mike?
Move Mike. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna take our 10 to 15 minute break. Jeez. Gonna take our 10 to 15 minute break. We'll be starting up on the legs. I'll switch the title on this to fix what issue I did. And let's see. As far as our schedule goes, Tuesday we'll be back in Subnautica. Whew. Sorry, throat went a little dry there. We'll be back in Subnautica, continuing our survival from the wreck of the Aurora, and going deeper than we have before in our massive submarine. I know what I just said. Shut up. Submarine go deep. Beep, beep, beep. Anyway. God damn. That'll be a shirt. Oh, crap. Then Thursday it'll be Subnautica 2, GTA, or Uno, or something. Something we'll be doing. So keep your eyes open on that one. Then next Saturday, continuing this. So, ow, that hurt. I just kind of shaved my chest and I just smacked myself on a sore spot. Oof. I'm okay. Oof, that hurt. Don't forget to join our Discord. We have a link in the chat, so feel free to join that. Come talk to us, ask us questions, hang out with us, hang out with other community members. Shush! Hang out with other community members, suggest games, ask questions. Join us for games if you want, depending on what game we're playing. We'd love to have you. That's Spartan93 Gaming on Discord. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell over at our YouTube, Spartan93 YouTube. All videos since we started are there. We are at 166 followers. We are at 166 followers. That's 4 away from 170 follower goal we'd like to reach by the end of the year. I'm at a Dutch angle. How can I be on track with my cameras off tilt? God damn it. If you really want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because subscribing not only gets rid of those pesky ads, but it helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits, and diapers for little baby Bray. And with that, if you're going to stick around, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. If not, remember to get out there, discover, explore, create, innovate. We will see you here next time on Spartan93 Gaming. I love you guys. Take it easy.
And enjoy the soothing music of Karl Casey as we